If you're looking for a microphone for your smartphone, laptop or camera, you might be watching the right video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all well. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mamo. Today we're going to test and review a couple of microphones by Godox. We've got the Magix XT1 and the Cube S. Let's see what they are. What are these two microphones? So we have the Magix XT1. This is a microphone for smartphones, laptops and cameras, and the Cube S can work with smartphones and laptops only. They are wireless microphone systems at 2.4 gigahertz. 2.4 gigahertz are frequencies used all over the world, so you can use them anywhere you are. Now, I'm actually recording this video with the two microphones that you can see right there, the Magix XT1 and the Cube S, and during the video I will be switching between the two microphones to give you an idea on how they sound in a real video environment. In terms of audio quality, they both record at 48 Hz at 24-bit. Let's have a look at what's in the box, either boxes. Starting from the Magix XT1, that will come with a case. We have one receiver, which works actually as a charging case for your transmitters as well. We will have the two transmitters, like this one here, two windshields, two metal plates that you can use under your clothing, as I'm using right now, two magnetic clips. We have three cables, one to use your microphone with a smartphone, one for your cameras, and one is the charging cable. And also we have one cold shoe adapter that you can use on your cameras. The Cube S as well comes in a nice tiny case, but we also have a hard case, which is this device right there, which is the charger for your transmitters and your receiver. And again, it's a dual microphone system, so you will have one receiver and two transmitters. Also here we have two windshields, two magnetic necklaces actually, to put around your neck and place the microphone with a magnetic back on top of your necklace, two metal plates, one charging cable, two magnetic clips as well, one pin, and a few stickers to customize your transmitters. Quickly talking about the body and the build, they are nicely built, actually made of plastic mainly, but it feels nice. Importantly here, they are very light. They are very simple microphones, anyone could use them, not much to think about. Talking about the XT1, for example, this is my receiver. On one side we will have a power button, which is also the pair button. We have a mini jack here for your output, so to send the audio to the camera. We will have a mini jack for your earphones for live monitoring. On the other side we have a USB-C port for charging, and two buttons just to scroll through the menu and also adjust the audio. The transmitters are very simple, once again, a bit bigger than the Cube S, for example, but there's only one button here, which is to power your transmitter on and off, but also to activate and deactivate the Denoiser, which we're gonna talk about. And of course, there is a built-in microphone at the top. Same thing with the Cube S. We have a microphone on the transmitter and one button to turn on and off, and also to activate and deactivate the Denoiser. The receiver of the Cube S is this tiny device right here with only one button to turn on and off, pair the devices, and that's it. Very simple. Dimensions and weight, as you can see, they are tiny, which I really love actually. So the Magix XT1 measures, talking about the transmitters right there, 3.2 centimeters by 1.2 by 1.6. The weight of the transmitters is 8 grams. It's ridiculous. The receiver here measures 4.7 centimeters by 4.7 by 3.8, and it weighs 50 grams. Talking about the Cube S, our transmitters measure 2.3 centimeters by 2.3 by 1.6. The weight is 5 grams each, and the receiver measures 4 centimeters by 1.5 by 1, and the weight is 7 grams. If we want to talk about also the hard case or charging case, that measures 8.6 centimeters by 3.4 by 3, and it weighs 49 grams. So they're kind of equal actually in terms of weight, and that's the difference in size, because you will have all the devices you need for the Cube S here and everything you need for the XT1 right there. Pocket size stuff. Battery life. So the Magix XT1 can last for 8 hours, and with the charging case actually you can recharge your transmitters a couple of times, so you can run for 16 hours. So if you're traveling, great options right there. Charging time is 2 hours to charge completely all the devices. For the Cube S, the battery life is 10 hours, so a bit longer than the XT1. Again, you can charge your devices twice through the case, the charging case, and the charging time is 1.5 hours, so a bit faster than the XT1. Distance range, XT1 goes up to 200 meters, the Cube S up to 300, which again, I never used, to be fair. I usually talk close to the camera, but if you do documentaries, you might need even 20, 30, 50 meters, but I wouldn't say more than that. Recording modes. Now, the recording modes is an interesting one. On the XT1 is let's say a bit more professional, because we have a mono mode, so you can record both microphones on one track, but you also have a stereo mode, and you can split the channels. So on one channel you can record one transmitter, on the other channel of your audio you can record the second transmitter in case of dual interview, and you can mix your audio properly during the video editing process. But also here we have a safety track. So what that means is that on one channel of your audio, let's say the left channel, you will record a mono track with both your transmitters, and on the second channel, the right channel, you will have a safety track. So the microphone automatically will record another separate track at -6 decibel compared to the main track. In case your audio on the main track clips, you have a safety net on the other channel. For the Cube S, unfortunately, we only can record in mono. So all your channels are merged into one, and you won't be able to mix it properly and professionally. Noise reduction. Yes, we do have noise reduction on both the microphones, meaning we have a tiny software built in that can cancel some ambient noises we don't want. I mentioned this in all my videos for microphones. I never use the Denoiser, built-in Denoiser, because I prefer to do it in post-production. So I don't record and I don't activate the Denoiser on the microphone. I will just cancel the ambient noise later on. But I'm going to give you an example. So it's very simple to turn on both the microphones. We simply press the power button once, and you will see the green light turning orange on both the devices. 1 and 2. So now you should hear not better really, just some audio without too much fuzz and noise around. Do you feel the difference? So I'm testing now the Cube S. I'm going to give you an example with the Cube S. The Denoiser is on. I'm going to turn it off. And now I just keep talking for a few seconds just for you to understand the difference. And now I still have the Denoiser of the XT1 on. We're going to switch it off and notice any difference. Can you hear any difference? I'm going to be quiet and I do the same. So XT1 without the Denoiser. Turn in the Denoiser. Cube S without Denoiser. With Denoiser activated. And let's switch them off again. Extra features for the Cube S, you can use an app, an external app to live monitor your audio and have a couple of options right there in terms of settings. But you can also use the Apple Find Me app in case you lose your microphone. So with the Apple Find Me app, you will be able to find it in case of loss. Price, last but not the least, they're actually equal. They come at the moment for both the combinations I have. So the dual microphone kit, £100, and I drop the links down here in the description. If you want to purchase it, you can purchase it through the link directly. Conclusion, I enjoyed testing out the two microphones. They are really good in my opinion, very clear, much better than other microphones I have tested in the past. And you can scroll through my videos, I've got a lot of stuff there, so go and check them out, guys. I would consider these microphones more for vloggers or content creators for this kind of environments. For professional use, I would go for more professional microphones as always, also with the capability to attach a lapel microphone. But let me know what you think. I hope the video helped out. I invite you to subscribe as always, hit the like button and share it with someone who you know it might be interested in. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment down here.